Gary, let me go to you for just a minute. It's Pastor Appreciation Month. Very briefly, and then I'm going to come back, Marty, and ask you a very similar question. What are some good ways for people during this month to express their appreciation for their pastor?
Well, recently I checked out a website, or I was doing some research, and I found out there was one particular website that gave 30 things that a church can do for its pastor. And there are many things.
Oh, that's good.
You can give them, a week away. You can take them out to a nice place to eat. You can provide them some type of a conference to go to or whatever the case. There are so many, many things that can be done. You can even give them a cash gift. I don't know any pastor that would probably reject that. But I really think that above all things, it's important to love your pastor and to pray for him. Taking into consideration what we've been talking about here on the program today, people in the pew, Keith, have no concept what the person in the pulpit faces on a day-by-day basis. No concept whatsoever. They can't unless they've been there first. You can attest to that. Marty can attest to that, because there are great pressures on pastors. And I think that if every congregant would just commit themselves to praying for their pastor daily and then loving them as the Lord directs, those are two tremendous things that can be done to encourage and strengthen the pastor in his ministry in that local church.
I think that's very true, Gary. Marty, just before I take us to prayer, all three of us are going to pray. Take about 60 seconds. From your perspective, how do people help and support their pastor?
Gary is right on target. The first important thing is prayer is a priority. Pray for the pastor every day. Ask the pastor, are there pressures? Are there particular things that I can pray with you about? I think a second big thing that is missing in our culture today is be faithful. Be faithful in services. Nothing encourages a pastor more than when you're there at the midweek prayer time, or you're there at a special event or a special service. People have X'd out going to the extra services. They only go to one most of the time, and they can encourage their pastor just by being faithful. A thoughtful gift card, taking that sends a pastor out to eat, providing a babysitter for them. Hey, Keith, one church saved up for 3 years and sent their pastor and his wife to the Holy Land. What a great help, great encouragement that was.
Sure is.
So those are things,
good.
The little things. It's helping them in their home, bringing a gift over to keep it updated, looking nice. Doing something extra special for the wife or something for the children is also in line.